Hello, everybody. We are live and logging in, and it is a freezing cold day. It's down to 22 degrees right now, and I did do my first ice skating on my lake for the year, so that was pretty exciting. But I'd love to hear how everybody's day has been. We are live today because of Sarah's special request. So good to have everybody. Nice to have you logging in, and let me know how your day was. I had a good day. I got a sore throat, so I'm going to need you guys to help me with some topics that you guys would like to talk about. And I had this all set up, and I got to redo it. But tomorrow is supposed to be a big day. We're going to see what's going to go on with this TikTok ban. They have, I thought today was the 10th. Today is actually just the 9th. So I got some of my friends live online right now. So good to have you guys here. And let me get this. What was the title today? We'll just say live chat. I don't know. I had it all set up and hashtags and everything. Oh, well, life goes on. But I see Ron and Kelvin. And who else is in here? We got Steve and Lowell. Yeah, I'm almost done setting this up. I had it set up, but I had to re-log in again. But I'd love to hear how the weather is for you guys, because I am not liking the weather here. Starting to get a little bit of a cold. Let me just hit go live. All right. So what do you guys think is going to happen tomorrow? Any chance that, sorry about my mess. It was either clean the kitchen, I got my dishes back there, or go live. Look at all that love. I love it. Hello, Survivor. I remember you. How's it going? So we are live. So Ashley is going to be going. Hi, Debbie. And 16 degrees now, 29 degrees tomorrow. Yeah, it's 22 here. It's almost been consistently colder. But Ashley's going to be going live with us, or doing a podcast with us. So definitely check her out. And tonight I'm not going to be on too long, maybe an hour. But Ashley, we're going to have to try and do it where you come on live. I trust what you'll say. I've tried doing that before, and I don't always know how to log out unless I completely turn off the chat. But we'll have to do that where we both go live at the same time. We'll have to figure that out. But Grim is here and Rob. So, Debbie, did you see me ice skating today? I was out there ice skating. The ice is just absolutely perfect. So, nice to have everybody. What did you guys do today? You didn't. I know my battery died. I was like, I either go live right now or the sun would go down. So I had to do it. My Facebook didn't last all that long. TikTok was a little bit longer. I tried logging in to Facebook again, but it wasn't set up on my other phone. So, but I'll do that tomorrow. So Saturday, I'm going to be having a movie night with my friends. Sunday, I had the home visit for the study abroad. So we're the exchange students. I have the backup house. So if you guys would like to be a host family, let me know. And of course, Mallory's asking me questions. Yeah, it works. So, how much snow do you have? People were driving so stinking slow today, but I got to work on time. So that's all that matters. But let me tell Mallory what's up for Saturday. Ashley and I are doing the podcast on Sunday, but I'd like to know how everybody's day was going. Let me just tell Mallory, yes, that works. What are you guys doing this weekend? I'll be definitely skating every day, though. So, I just love ice skating. Debbie says, no snow, don't want any either. I know, I feel you on that. I wouldn't mind a snow day, but I should check the weather. I need to do a training, and I get to work from home that day, so it doesn't count as a day off. I get compensated for it, so I want to see which day to take off. I don't want to take a snow day off. So last time I was going to take the next day off, and we ended up having a snow day. So it was smart of me to hold off on putting in that sub request. But that is one nice thing about being a teacher. February 24th, I go back to school. So I'll be having some live content on the things that I study during that day. And who else is joining us? Debbie says Saturday is going to be going to the dealership to get my refund, maybe to IKEA. What the dealership is giving you a refund? Why was it a faulty car? I can't remember. I know you got a new one fairly recently. Can't remember. Was there something wrong with it? And it says encourage viewers to share my live and invite more people. Oh, for your tire. What was wrong with your tire? Oh, because it blew out. Is that what you mean? I didn't know they did that. So that's good. That's good. You guys are so quiet. Say hi to me. Another screw. I down in Kentucky, there's right by Elizabethtown. Almost every time I go down to Tennessee, I get a flat tire. Like whether it's going south or north or east or west, whatever it is. But look at all that love. You guys are awesome. Thank you for all those hearts. I got a new message coming. I look interesting. Is that good? Thank you, Jeffrey. So let me know what you would like to talk about. I usually talk about narcissism, toxic relationships, mental health, mental illness, and Sarah, our licensed master of social work, will be joining us pretty soon. And I'm a trauma-informed life coach and just talking about life, all the different things that go along with that. And I'm not doing a cooking show right now until after that home study for the host family thingy. So I don't normally like turtlenecks. Do you guys like turtlenecks? They don't really bug me, but I think they just kind of make me look like I'm being choked. And so what do you guys think, though? Do you think TikTok's actually going to get banned, or you think somehow they're going to change it up a little bit, extend it out 90 days? And if they do extend it, what is going to happen with that? And it says, all the things I've been through in the past. Oh, my goodness. How long were you in those kind of relationships? Was it as you were growing up or as an adult? I know there's like a lot of red flags. It's so crazy, all the things that happen to our brains and trying to heal and move on. Debbie says, life is so much fun. I could just jump up and down. Woo. I know. I don't know if you're being sarcastic, but yeah, there are good days and bad days. But today was all right. Just a little bit of a sore throat, but I got out there. I saw one video of Mia. Hey, Mia. There was a video where the people had wet hair and they just kind of flipped it up and it froze. Like, I should do that. Hi, good to have you here. How was school today? I can't believe this week. What about you guys? This week has gone by extremely fast. So part of the reason I want to take Monday off from my training is Monday's going to be a long day. I think that is the day I have a culture fair. There's supposed to be an after-school meeting. I'll still go to the culture fair. Mimi says, how you know my name? LOL, because I know you. But school is boring. Do you have all your classes on the same day? We have it rotating. So they have odd classes and then even classes the next day. And who is that? Is it Kyra? Oh, Ken. Ken, nice to have you here. How are you? Hello. And you have all your classes. Okay. So I know the last school that I taught at, they did trimesters and they're switching to semesters. I like semesters better. For one thing, as a teacher, it's nicer, but you're doing good. I'm doing good. A little bit of a sore throat, but that's all right. I think it's just because I've been talking nonstop, doing my videos, and also I'm an English as a second language teacher, so talking a lot. You have an eye appointment tomorrow, so you're leaving early. I need to do that. I need to get my eyes checked. And Joe is here. Joe's last name rhymes with mine, Schiller. So that is one thing I do want to say, though. If TikTok does get banned, Cynthia Schiller, Schiller. So remember me, I'm on Facebook and a soul survivor on YouTube, all that good stuff. Gosh, Cynthia. So I see other people popping in, and I know one of the viewers recently had a family member pass away. I had another reaching out regarding toxic relationships, asking for some help with that. But if you guys are struggling with anything, Heavenly is saying hello to Mimi without saying hello, Cynthia. Good to have you here. Debbie says, oh, you have an eye infection. Oh my goodness. Have you gone to the doctors for that? Those are no fun. Yeah. Yeah, those can itch, and so not yet. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure you'll take care of it, but definitely take care of that. We also have Dog Defender real close to those California fires, and you just noticed it today. So yeah, just take care of it and you'll be okay. Don't let it fester. And so are any of you out in California that looks horrendous? I don't know if you guys have seen that. Heavenly's like, I miss you. It's so nice that you guys all that love. So Mimi is Heavenly. So is it just one eye? So I've been pretty lucky, really haven't had eye infections like that. I had once, though. I had a really bad staph infection right here, and that like blew up. They were talking about like surgery and all that stuff, and because you don't want to get an infection in your eye. So luckily that got taken care of, but man, that was painful. So we had a friend come over that had a staph infection, and yeah, that was nice. Just the right one. Okay. Try not to rub it and keep those hands nice and clean, and change your pillowcases and get to that doctor. So look at all that love. You guys are so sweet. So curl my hair do I curl my hair today? Tomorrow I'm going to the high school for a field trip. What kind of field trip are you doing? What are you doing? I was thinking, English as a second language, I could just take them to a movie because, I have them right. I don't know. I might ask for a field trip. That'd be kind of cool. So yeah, if you guys have any suggestions on certain kinds of field trips, I think that would be fun to make them write a story about it. I'll have to do that. We're allowed to do that. I know when you never go on field trips. Why not? Because your school doesn't do them, or what was everybody's favorite high school field trip? What was we used to always go to the planetarium. I don't know if there's one around here, but every year we would go to the planetarium, and there was like a nature thing where they showed you how to make like maple syrup, and what is it? It's like 10 or 12 gallons of sap to make 1 gallon of maple syrup. So that's why it's so expensive. Yeah, they don't. Okay. Yeah, we don't. We have a lot of trips to different colleges or universities, so the kids can kind of see what's out there. Our kids are really blessed. They get free tuition to, I don't know if it has to be in Michigan. It might only be Michigan universities or colleges, but if they are in the district for their full career at school, they get free tuition. Right now I'm paying almost $55,000 for my license. So they don't. Heavenly says mine was a trip to, look, I love the Zip Zap Circus. What's a Zip Zap? Is that just the name of it? And yes, Mimi, you got a puppy. What's your puppy's name? What is your puppy's name? I got a Dixie View. That's what I got. I got my pup. Is it being a good dog? I know Dog Defender. She's a dog rescuer, and she has 10 dogs that they might need to evacuate. So, I can't remember your dog's name. What's your dog's name? What do you guys like better, dogs or cats? Cats are easier to take care of. Dogs usually have a little bit more energy. We're all different. And who is that? Justin and Ricky. So next recipe, I do need to go to the store. Meow. You like cats better? Ah. Do you? Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. Oops. I thought you typed. All right. I will get a new phone. Mellow. Okay. Jeffrey says, sorry about that. Just thought you were cute at the right age and knowledge of life. What did you say to me? Sorry about what? Did I look interesting? That's okay. I'll take it as a compliment. Dogs, because we are allergic to cats. We, more than just you? Interesting. You can get a hairless cat. What do you guys think about hairless cats? Emily says, oh, and I got Tamagotchi for Christmas. Are you liking it? I got some pretty cool stuff. It's all over there. I'll have to set my stuff up and show you that. But I know my nephew is allergic to dogs. You got a Generation 1. Oh, nice. And is that Mimi? Who's saying stuff? It says some comments in the live were filtered to protect me. All 3 of you are allergic to dogs. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so it's probably a good idea not to have them. Really? Oh my goodness. What do you get? You get like hives and itchy. So they booted me for a moment. Jeffrey, was it you saying the naughty stuff? Oops. And so Mimi, it wasn't you. Oh my God, probably not. She's like, it's not me. You blame me every time. I think it was Jeffrey. Jeffrey's a culprit. You all have asthma. That's not good. Do you use an inhaler? Thank goodness for medication. I know different antibiotics have saved my life all the time. I know. But at least, I think about you all the time. No, just, sometimes you might say something and not mean it, but they take it the wrong way. I know you're a good person. Emily says, my favorite thing I got for Christmas was my Tamagotchi. You are pretty lucky. Pretty lucky. Was that from your parents? And how do I say, is it Megan? Like Megan? Negan? You need to let go of the bad boy and stop playing victim. Move on and find someone you get along with. Are you talking about me or just everybody in general? So, Debbie says 2 inhalers plus a pill I take at night. So you're even on pills for it. But it's either Negan or Negan. I don't know if that's just a general statement because, if you're just with a bad boy, it's not getting along. They're treating you the wrong way. But if you're talking about me, I'm just trying to educate on the brain damage that happens, the dissociation and the brain fog, impulsivity, poor choices that can happen after you've dealt with somebody with narcissistic abuse. So also that trauma bond. I know a lot of people are like, just get over the person, but with the intermittent reinforcement, it's like that Stockholm syndrome stuff. So it goes pretty deep, and it's a different kind of breakup. So usually you get sad, but you're not like mentally fucked up over it. Excuse my language, but Mimi says, sometimes it's me, not always. That's okay. And oh my goodness, we got some TMI going on. Mimi says, I'm dying, laughing heavily. Oh, Tamaguchi, I will protect you. There you go. Yes, and I wish I knew. Type in N-A or N-E-E, so I know it's Negan or Negan. But you say Jesus Christ sets you free. And I've talked about that a lot of times about the spirituality, like a lot of therapy. They don't deal with the soul. They deal with the like the body, as far as, like heart palpitations or stress, things like that. They deal with the mental stuff, but they don't talk about the spiritual stuff. And I agree with you on that's that missing piece that will always be there. And also holding on to not forgiving, because we're supposed to forgive. And doesn't mean you have to talk to the person. But Debbie says, free as a jaybird. Yeah, let them go. And the stone Santa, they prey on those who others allow them to prey on. This is the thing, though, is with psychopaths, sociopaths, narcissists, and the way that they can fail lie detector tests a lot of times, and they are master manipulators. They know how to, you think about cults. How do cults get people to give up all their money, leave their families, on and on? That they with the love bombing and making, things seem perfect, that they're the best thing in the world, and then yeah, their true colors shine through, but not in the beginning. Big Indian, do you know about the Blueberry Prism Power Pamper? Yes. No, I don't know. Tell me about that. I can look that up. I told you guys, I think I'm starting to get sick. Phil is here. Hello. Blueberry Prism Power Pamper. Pamper as in, we're going to look this up. All right. So we're going to look it up. You're married? I'm not married. Who said I'm married? See? And that's a technique. Are you a policeman? Blueberry Prism Power. I forgot some of it. I think I forgot one word. Let's see. What was it? Pamper. Blueberry Prism Power Pamper. Pamper as in diapers? What are we talking about? Let me catch up on this. Reviews? What is this? Consumer Reports? You have to tell me what it is. It's not popping up quickly. So let me catch up, guys. It's NE, and narcissism is just selfish people who don't have the Holy Spirit. They just want something out of it. It goes deeper than just selfish, because I can be selfish and tell you, I'm not going to share my food with you. I'm not going to share my car. You can't borrow it, but I'm going to borrow yours. You know what's up. So selfish people, you can be selfish and tell people the truth and just not be willing to share, basically. And you can also be like, no, I'm not going to go to that movie. I want to go to the one I want to go to. But the narcissist, with the future faking and how long they drag things out and the excuses and the word salad. So it's more than just being selfish. It's being deceptive and manipulative. And with the intermittent reinforcement, it causes the brain damage, which causes the trauma bond. So if somebody's just selfish all the time, you can make a judgment call. Don't want to hang out with this person, or you're going to be like, well, I'm not going to lend them that because they never give me anything, and it's balanced. But the narcissist will, let's say, can I borrow, I don't know, your leather jacket, and I'll give it back, and I'll even take you out to dinner as my thank you. And then they steal your jacket and you never hear from them again. So that's different than selfish. So Nika says, Bible calls them wicked. Yes, and you can see why. because it's not just selfish. It's much further. And John, thank you for the rose. I appreciate that. Just swinging through. Nice to have you there. Amen, sister. Yes, Jeffrey, the entitlement survivor. You are correct. Thank you, Ashley, for that. And Heavenly's going, oh, you're going to go with, have fun with your Tamagotchi. You are on top of the world. Jump. I'll stay on top of the world. What are we talking about? We're talking about everything, Mimi. You know how it goes. Whatever you guys want to talk about. You're leaving. Don't leave. What? Why are you leaving? We were talking about the difference between just being selfish and narcissism. And Sarah is here. Sarah and I are going to go into business together, and you will meet her in person. Mimi, don't you leave me. So as far as the Bible calling them wicked, yeah. It's that struggle between good and evil, and they have that evil within them. And they can be quite scary. They can be quite sometimes too. So, John, you're wicked. Why do you think you're wicked? Why do you think you're wicked? Do you think you're a narcissist? What do you think? And sometimes, like the Bible gives us, whether you believe in God or not, there's a lot of good advice that will lead to a better life if you follow kind of like the rules or guidelines. And, even just little lies can fester into things, or resentments or judgments, even if they're the little attitude look like, what? That like can cut down people's self-esteem and just like cause people to react to that too. So, John, I'm interested why you say, are you being sarcastic or are you being forthcoming? Because we do have some narcissists that come to the channel, and I appreciate that. I like hearing what their take or their story is. And apparently Debbie says I had some drops for my eye and they're in there now. Is it like Visine or something, or is it medicated? I know Dixie do. I got to get more eye drops for her. My Dixie do need some more eye drops. So, Sarah, how's your day going? Were you able to get some sleep? Sarah and I were up nice and late chit-chatting. John says there's two types. I can see ghosts and they speak to me. Sleep, not all time. Tell me about that, because I do believe in ghosts. My mommy's sending me something. Mommy, log in and say hi. There's two types of wicked, two types of what? And what are the ghosts in your interpretation? Are they angels, demons, deceased? What is your take on that? I'm going to say Negan, unless you tell me it's different. I think it's Negan. I think they are cursed. They don't have a sound mind. Negan says there are no ghosts. They are demons. And that's what I believe too. That is what I believe too. I think when people die, and sometimes too, it might be an angel. I think sometimes certain things can be either demons or angels, but I don't see them being like a grandma or something like that. So not wicked, Jeffrey says, but their way of life that they learned as a young one, if you don't mind me saying so. Yeah, they learned stuff, but sometimes they don't know how terrible they are. They won't take the time to be accountable because it is a shame-based personality disorder. And also too, with the stuff that's going on in their brain, I've done some videos on the science of the brain and the amygdala, the part that's responsible for emotions, also, their impulsivity and their on and on, but not wicked. They are on a spectrum. Some of them can be quite evil and quite scary. So I don't know if you've ever seen one, but yeah, they can be extremely scary. Not all of them are. Some of them are just super jerky. Mimi says, someone gave me a stank face today, Mom. Oh, well, you know you're better than that. You don't deserve that. And usually, when people do that, it says more about them than who you are. Either they're jealous of you or there's something that kind of irks them, whether you got more attention or you see things a different way or on and on and on. It's just interesting. Like, what is the purpose? What is the purpose? So somehow they feel you as kind of like a mild threat, where it's like, I don't know. But did you even know the person is weird? People give an attitude to people they don't even know sometimes, but you're adorable and I'll give you a smile. So don't worry about that stank face. You're the one with the pretty smile. LOL. Jealous of what? Jealous that you and I are friends. What else would they be jealous of? No, it could just be attention or jealous that you were in their part of the hallway. It just doesn't have to be super deep. But Negan says, why do they smirk when you're in pain? They get like a little power off of it. Kind of like, all right. And like, it can kind of give them like an ego stroke, like, oh, you really care. And I know I had one where we broke up and he was with someone else, and then we got back together, and I told him that bothered me that it was with somebody else, and I just said, just don't ever do that again, and he was like, that really bothered you? Like, oh. And it was like, usually people are like, I'm so sorry, or I promise, it's just you and me. But it was like this weird, oh, like, really? Like got a kick out of it. And it's like, so it's like a little ego stroke, because when it bothers us, or that they can cut you down and affect your emotions, either your emotions show that you care or that they're in control of your emotions. So that it's just a little body reflex that happens. Sometimes too, the little smirk is like, I don't agree with you. So they can even do that too, as being dismissive and trying to get their point across, that they kind of think you're stupid sometimes, even though you're not. Ashley says, we talked about that smirk in our podcast. Yes. The smirk, sometimes those raging eyes, and survivor of narcissist abuse, which is Ashley. They absolutely love negative supply. Yeah, it can be good supply, bad supply. So if you're crying or if you're happy and, oh, baby, I love you, they just need to get that energy. So it's like a heightened energy of euphoria or the extreme devastation that they go through. And when you try to connect with them or be vulnerable or have them take accountability, that doesn't feel good to them. And that's when they start attacking to get that euphoria, which is in a negative form sometimes. Jeffrey says, when you're young and in development, you are impressionable at that age. Young parents have no... Mimi, why are you leaving? Okay. No clue what that impression you leave with your children. Yeah. And even little comments, or there was one lady on some post I read today, how she's been in like a sexless marriage, but It goes through the whole story. And she told her 13-year-old that they haven't had sex. Her and the dad haven't had sex in how long. And putting on like the weight of a bad relationship onto this kid, and that can have some impact, you know. And John says, I have a birthmark on my leg. I got it from my great grandmother. How did you get it from your great grandmother? Tell me. John says, it's hard to say. I just watch and I watch, but I get judged and I'm young, 32. But I don't cut anyone down, but I do care. My great grandmother was awakened, and I found out that I was given a birthmark by her, or that you were awakened too. So you had the birthmark from birth. Is that what you're saying? What kind of visions do you see? Do you only see them when you're sleeping? Tell me more. Because I believe in that. Like there's something out there. Mimi, you're not leaving. But you're right, Jeffrey. Excellent point. And Ashley says, don't tell them what hurts because they'll use it on you. Exactly. Mimi says, I don't know what to do or talk about. Oh. Well, it's kind of open discussion. You know, you can either listen and hear what we're talking about, or you can just snuggle with your new puppy and listen or comment. Tell me some of your hopes and dreams, or some of the things that have been going good. Austin is here. Austin, how's it going for you? And Mooter Mom is here. Hi, Mom. Mom, on the 19th, I think I'll be able to come out because on the 20th, we have time off of work. Mom, did you see me ice skating today? Mooter Mom's on, not FB. I was ice skating, and I can't wait to do more. Hello, sisters. Thank you for popping in. Mimi says, oh, my puppy's evil. He got shots. Aw. How did he take them? Was he okay with it, or what do you mean evil? How's he evil? Your puppy's not evil. Jeffrey says, talk about life. Just a suggestion. Yeah. And that's kind of what we're talking about. The good, the bad. Left leg. Interesting. Is it in a certain shape or just a same location? Sister says, dreams blossoming and blooming. My ministry. I love that. And sister says, thanks again for everything. So Mooter Mom doesn't stay on too long. So I'm going to give my mom a word of affirmation. And sisters, you are next. Anybody else want a word of affirmation? Give me a 1, 2, or 3. Mom, this is yours. I use deep breaths to calm and focus myself. So when things get difficult, all you got to do is just take a deep breath. Remind yourself, this is what I do. This is what works. Do that self-love. And, when things get hard, just take that deep breath and relax. Breathe in, breathe out, and just let it go as you breathe out. Sister says, okay, thanks. So sister's turn. All right. And Mom, I love you. So all you got to do is say my daughter loves me. So here we go. Oh, let me give this one to my mom. Mom, you still there? I have to give this one to my mom. Okay, so Mom, it says, we delight in the beauty of the butterfly, but rarely admit the changes it has gone through to achieve that beauty. So I'm giving this one to my mom because of the butterfly. That symbolizes my dad. I asked him right before he passed away if he could come back. How would we know? And he picked a butterfly. So, you think about the little caterpillar, and, if it was like a human, they'd be like, I'm not the prettiest, I'm not this, and what's special about me? I'm just this worm-like thing. And they turn into something so magnificent, something with great capabilities. And it's kind of like that in the beauty of the butterfly, but rarely admit the changes it has gone through. So that's a pretty big metamorphosis. And we kind of go through that through our lives too. Jeffrey says, God bless your family and your mom and my pops. So yes, Dad is in heaven now, but family and my mom and my dad is still in my heart. So he's still with us. The birthmark is a circle. John, that's interesting. John says they talk, so I had a dream. And I live here with them, but don't invite them into your soul. So I live here in with them, but don't invite them into your soul. How do you feel when you feel them present? And sisters, thank you for your patience. It was a butterfly. I had to give it to moods. All right, so here we go. Nicole is here. Nicole, when do you want to come over for dinner? All right, so here we go, sisters. I alone cannot change the world, but I can cast a stone across the water to create many ripples. And that is a Mother Teresa speaking. And if you think about it, we can't change the world, but just a little action can cause this huge ripple effect. Also, I've done videos on the butterfly effect, how sometimes one little thing can make a huge difference in your life and other people's lives. I also talk about that video that dealt with way over in Africa. This little girl is just walking on the beach and this little piece of sand gets caught up in the wind, and then it keeps growing, and it just alters the wind a little bit. And as it goes across the Atlantic Ocean, it turns into a hurricane just from that one little piece of sand. Disrupted things and changed the course. And thank you so much for liking the live. Laverne from Lansing, not too far away from me. Thanks for coming back tonight. Nice to have you, and thank you for all that love. And John says, and I see red robins. And someone said that someone and they're watching you. Love. So, sisters likes the words of affirmation. Blessed be. Yes. And sister says, thanks again. That's me. Yep. Changing the world one little piece at a time. And I'm going to give Nicole. Nicole gets a word of affirmation. She is one tough cookie too. So, this might be good for you. I won't hold grudges. I know sometimes we have lifelong friends give us a hard time, but holding grudges it's good to let go of things and don't ponder on them, don't like for too long, and don't get caught up in emotions, and just set it free. Don't have that heavy heart. Kenneth is here. Welcome back. But you're a special person, Nicole. And that's just a word of affirmation. I won't hold grudges. I'm not going to let anybody affect my day. And you're pretty good about that. She's pretty good. Like, I don't need that negative energy. So she's a strong woman. Sister says, me and my daughter love butterflies. Yes, dude. John says 3 knocks at the door, or you feel someone poking me. I've had experiences too where I've felt the supernatural touching me, so I can relate to that. John says, and I think it's because I can see them, but no one believes me. What do they look like to you? C says, congratulations on the thanks. I felt something poking me. Oh, be nice. And Zeus, you like me? I like you too. Thanks so much. And John says, so I was in the military police officer 571. And so tell me what they look like. What do they look like? Jeffrey says, life is short. The older you get, the time goes faster than you know. And that is so true. Just like I was saying, this week went by really fast. I'll be 55 this summer. And that's why it's important to live every moment and to let go of the negativity. Things that we can't change. They talk about the serenity prayer. God grant me the wisdom. I always forget exactly how it goes until it, to know what I can, to change the things I can, and like not worry about the things I can't, and to know the difference. So life is short, and just give yourself that self-love, heal that inner child. And sister says, looking great. I am 44. Well, thank you very much. It's because I'm frozen half the year. I think I'm preserved half the year. I know it was super cold today with, oh, my ears were hurting. My hands were hurting. It was pretty cold. And Mom, I thought about you. I need to put those hats that you made me. She's super knitter. So next time I'll be wearing a hat. I almost put it on, but because I have to wear glasses, which I hate. Wearing a hat, just like, I don't know. But sister, you're so good to me. And we got Roadrunner and Tiki Tiki. Where am I from? I am from Michigan. Ice cold Michigan. And thank you for liking the live. Look at all that love. That's awesome. So I got 8 now. How's that? So thank you guys are so sweet. Thank you for all that love, and feel free to share. But it used to snow sometimes. Where? It doesn't snow like it did. We still have a couple snow days here and there, but I went through that blizzard of 78, if you guys remember that, in Connecticut. Okay. Yeah, Michigan, it also gets colder later. Like we used to have in November, a lot of snow sometimes even during trick-or-treating, so in October. Now we really don't even get snow till mid-December maybe, but a lot of times we go until basically January. They look like shadows. Have you ever heard of shadow people? You think it's shadow people? And does it feel like something evil though? Does it feel calming? John says, but I get along with him. I just don't speak to them. What they speak to me every now and then, but it comes to dreams. What kind of things do they say to you? Has anybody else had any paranormal type stuff? Jeffrey says you can never change the past, but you can maybe preserve the future for the blood. There you go. I agree. And thank you. Thank you for the compliment. Unless you mean it the other way. Like you don't look it, you look older. I'll take it as a compliment. But you get along with them. Now, sometimes we got to be careful because if it is like a demonic spirit, they're going to get along with you. They're going to make friends with you. They're going to try to get a trust with you. So I don't know. It's kind of like a narcissist. Like, I don't know. But I'd be curious to know what kind of things that they say to you. And then is it always like 3 pokes or a knock that you hear first? I find that interesting because I didn't have that. I'd get like weird sensations or, yeah. It's almost like, that's why I did that rice experiment, because there's times when you go into a building or in a city or things like that, where you just have that like aura feeling, like something doesn't feel right. And I did the experiment where I wanted to see if like negative energy gets absorbed into walls. So I'm going to have to redo that rice experiment. I know you guys won't be able to actually smell it for yourself, but I'm going to do it a little bit longer. And my cousin Caitlin is here. Caitlin, come ice skating with me. I need to meet up with you. I heard your parents were in town, but Caitlin, if you ever want to come ice skating, the ice is amazing. John says, I write all the time thinking about making a book. People ask me all the time and I tell them. I really can't do it, but I can't help but speaking to dead is something you can't do. Are you saying me personally or just a person in general? And are you saying it's because it would be like a demon? Or that's who you'd be talking to? Let me read. So when you say, I really can't do it, but I can't help it. Help but speak to the dead is something you can't do. Are you saying it's something that you should steer away from? Yeah, we're not supposed to know the future, you know? Some of us are tempted, but if you think about it, we don't always want to know exactly what's going to happen. Jeffrey says, are they ready for you? And maybe yes, and no, time is a factor. Oh, I don't know. Maybe. Knowing is key. Oh, yeah, I think knowing too far in the future isn't good, because you kind of stop living. You just wait for that to happen, or you stop trying, and you just accept things as they are. So you miss out on a lot of adventures and growth. Some of our greatest growth comes from our setbacks. It's almost like a slingshot that pushes us forward. When we have a little setback, we go way forward. Anytime you guys have a setback, look at it like that, where it's like a slingshot into healing and going further in life. You have to put in the effort to do that. But if you have that mentality, Sister says you are very positive. You got to be positive. I agree. John says I write all the time. Megan says no one knows the future, only God. That is very true. Very true. It's kind of funny, how they say he knows every hair in your head, how many breaths you will take, and how many times your heart's going to beat. I used to take that so literal as a child, where I'm like, if I exercise and my heart starts beating really fast, or if I, you breathe in and out really quickly, I thought I was going to die quick. Like I'd use up all my heartbeats. And Sisters is liking what Megan just said. And we got Ryan joining in. And Andy is here. John says, see, poke and knock. The shadow person, the shadow poked your girlfriend. Sister says, used to hearing Megan. Megan is nice also. Yeah, it's different. And it's either Negan or Negan. I think it's Negan. So knowledge is key. But yeah, it's there's something out there. And I just think John says a person. So you're confusing just a person, a living person, or a deceased person. Chad says, I love you. Thank you so much, Chad. How are you doing? Glad to have you here. You just want me to cook for you. Jeffrey says we all make mistakes and we learn from them, some faster than others. Yes. And you have to want to learn from them. Sometimes, like the narcissist, they don't think they necessarily did anything wrong. And that's why it's hard to connect. Also, if you're dealing with somebody who's like a dismissive or fearful avoidant, that the connection and the growth is stunted, and it sometimes repels. So until there's like a mortification or devastation they say sometimes the pain has to be extreme for change to take place. Hopefully we don't have to get to that point. I think God gives us opportunities to let us grow. So I think to avoid future pain, learn your lessons early. Survivor says, I'm off to bed. See you Sunday. I'm looking forward to it. We didn't decide what time. What do you think? 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock? What are we doing? 8:30? What do we say? It's in my phone. But sleep well, Ashley. Yeah, it's 11:15. I should get some sleep pretty soon too. John says a lot has to do with wanting to change the past, but you can't do that. Good point. And it's almost like when we want to change the past, we get stuck, and we get stuck in the past, and we can't change it. We can only change today. We didn't say a time. Just text me. Okay, I will. Ashley, I'm looking forward to it. We're going to have a lot to talk about. Thank you for popping in. Hit that like button, follow, and Yeah, guys, survivor of narcissist abuse is one of my podcast posse. Good night. And say hi to the beautiful one that I have a soft spot in my heart for. I hope she's doing good tonight in YouTube. So Jeffrey says we are all the same, the different, but we all wait, hold on. We are all the same but different, but we all feel, we all have feeling some. Yeah. There, East Dad, good to have you here. There is pain. It's not like the narcissist doesn't feel anything. Um, but it's interesting too how like a psychopath or sociopath, how their feelings are different because they don't have that empathy. They truly do not care, but they can care about certain people too. So um Eastad says hello for the first time, nice to have you here. We are just talking about everything. Feel free to join in, chit chat with each other, or let me know what you would like to talk about. John says, no, the shadows poke me, and then I feel they tell me things in my dreams. And then I told her, and then when she was in the hallway, the door opened and she freaked out. And I told her, I said they live here. Ooh. How'd she take that when you said that? Eastad says, married to a covert female for 22 years, finally about to leave her. What was the breaking straw? Yeah, the covert. How long? And if it's uncomfortable, you don't have to share. But how long was it good? How long was it bad? And do you see any things that tipped the scale? What made things change? Because yeah, sometimes those relationships can last a very long time, and we get stuck. We keep trying harder and harder, and the harder we try, the worse it gets. So I'm sorry, that's probably pretty painful, but yeah, if she's not going to respect you or take your feelings into consideration or to try, constant gaslighting, and she always puts me down passively. That's the thing. Yeah, sometimes it's that passive aggressiveness where they disguise it as a joke or harmless, and you're like, look, I've told you to stop doing it. Or they'll take something sensitive that you told them and use it against you. Megan says, you can't change the bad boy. Good luck. That is true. Can't change the bad girl. They got to, that's the thing. Like, we can't change anybody. You know, maybe we can show up as our authentic self and hope that that ignites some feelings in them. Or they want to mirror back our loyalty or things like that. But we cannot change anybody. And so John says, in the house that I live in, I have 2 urns with the ashes of the people. But this has been happening all my life, even when I lived in Tampa, Florida. I invited a spirit into my soul because I did not know if God exists, and it showed me that it did, and I was happy. Huh. Now, what kind of spirit do you think entered? That is interesting. Eastad says, I've been around watching many videos, so I know some terms. And we had a big fight the other night, and cops were called, and she played the victim. Oh, goodness. Yeah, sometimes too, they'll purposely hurt themselves and say you did it. And that's why when it starts getting to that point, you got to really watch your back. Be proactive, especially being a man. I'm assuming, because it says eats dad, that a lot of times they'll take the woman's word, you know. So how'd the cops handle it? Yeah, but this is the thing. Megan says you have to test the spirits, but you invited it in. Did you know what it was? And like I said, you know, if it's a demon, then I can go, yeah, dude, I'm a jerk. they're going to fool you, So I don't know if you want to play with fire like that, but good night, love, sweet spirit. Good night. I hope to see you again. I enjoyed talking with you. John says, I sat in the room and I said, I invite you to myself. And then when I did that, that's when I start seeing things a lot more. And then my buddy said, don't do that anymore in my house. And I said, well, it was a sweet spirit. Just be careful. Just be careful. It's opening, even when you open yourself up, someone might sleep in. So maybe the Holy Ghost. We can do the Holy Ghost. How's that? East Dad says these last 3 years being married to her, she was amped up her abuse because I saw her with her male coworker going out. So my wife blocked me on Facebook. Oh my goodness. Trash bag fashion lover. Ooh, that could be a cool thing to see. Hi, how's it going? And I've seen some trash bag fashion. That's kind of cool. Trash bag says, ever wear a plastic trash bag as an outfit before? Maybe for fun, like for 5 minutes, but never but I've seen some cool, I've even thought how they'll have like the special gowns. Courtney is here. Got my friend Courtney watching. Courtney, I'm had Nicole. I don't know if Nicole's still here. We got to do a dinner. We got to figure another dinner. And you're good. Will I wear it in this live? Not in this live, but I thought about doing that where, they have like the fancy, like elegant dresses, made out of trash bags. Haley Bailey, she did a good job on that. It was pretty funny, but even like with the duct tape dresses, have you ever seen those? Like the prom dresses that people make out of duct tape? It's pretty cool. So maybe I'll do a little short. I'll do some shorts on that. Got to design it. I don't know. I even thought of like, because I used to have a costume business and was a seamstress doing some alterations and just having some fun. There's some cool outfits out there and some that are just so wacky that they're cool just to look at, not that you want to wear it. Eastat says, I'm at work now, but my handle on YouTube is a gamer in New Jersey. Awesome. So we will meet again and go ahead and enjoy work. But I hope to see you again. So you can subscribe, hit the notification bell, and thank you for your comments. And Trash Bag says, I am trying to make trash bags mainstream fashion and hope everyone tries. Well, I'll tell you what, go ahead and make me an outfit or design one for me. And there you go. Tag me in it, something like that, and I'll recreate it and wear it. As long as it's appropriate. Don't make a trash bag bikini. You're not a designer. Okay. And Eastad says, I will return. I joined your channel. So thank you so much for that. Trash says mainly word of mouth. Okay. So what is your purpose in trying to get people to do that? It'd be good in a rainstorm. You don't have to worry. Courtney, did you see my thing on the different dating things, dating ideas? I need to go through and do something similar where kind of read through the different dates. What's everybody's favorite date that they went on? Give us some ideas. What kind of dating stuff is fun to do? So yeah, word of mouth is powerful advertisement. And we're going to prove that right now. So everybody, I want you to tell your friends about me. One thing you guys could do for me is let people know about the exchange students needing a host family. So look at my messages. I see you. Danta, did I miss one? Or are you talking about not in live? But yes, I'm looking at my messages and you're sweet. Thank you. Comedy is a Joke is back. Nice to have you here. So Trash Bag Fashion says, I wear them on a regular basis and they get a bad rep. And I want to change that. Do you just do black or do you do different colors? Do you do scented ones so you smell like lilacs? John says it was the ones that lived here, the sun, and get them. And I said, well, then I'll hold on to them until you decide when you want them. No. Okay. Yeah, it's hard to tell. I can't say that's not the actual person. I believe our souls don't linger on Earth. Maybe they do for a minute amount of time, but I think we return home. But that's just my opinion. I don't know. I don't know. All kinds of them. There you go. So John is here, and John says it was a shadow, and it still doesn't mean when I was sleeping when I was younger and I couldn't breathe. Kind of like sleep paralysis. I've had that where I felt like, what do they call it? I had that kind of experience where it's extremely scary. Megan says it's not a ghost, it's a demon tricking you. And that's where you gotta be real careful. Yeah. Debbie says burn sage. Maybe that works. I don't know if, sage or all those kind of things make a difference. Some people swear by it. Some people, what is it, like garlic and all that kind of stuff. I don't know why burning sage would keep them away, but maybe it does. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Trash says I wear scented as underwear and black ones as shirt and pants. I tried to find other colors, but it's kind of hard finding the larger bags in other colors other than black and clear. Very true. Daniel, what does ice cold mean to you regarding narcissism? So I picked that topic just because I went ice skating today, and I'm like, the narcissist can really be ice cold. Part of it's the silent treatment, how they just instantly go stone cold and have no empathy for you sometimes. They don't care about your feelings. They don't care what they did to you. They get a kick out of what they did to you. They can leave in a drop of a hat sometimes. And, if you've had like a life with someone, there should be like some awkward, kind of like a sadness about leaving someone, but they, fine, bye, and just shut you out like you don't even exist. I think that's, treating you like you're dead. So how do you feel about it? Well, I didn't say you burn garlic. Well, I can. I did that one time when I made the stir fry. I was talking to you. You were telling me about your son, and we were talking about him, and I wanted to focus on you, and I burnt the onions I was sauteing, and I think there's some garlic in there. John says, a demon, yes, I was thinking that. I named my son Gabriel Lee Bowles. The archangel. Yeah, Debbie says they ignore you. And Daniel, how do you feel? What do you feel would be ice cold? I just think that silent treatment. They treat you like you're dead to them. And no respect, no compassion, no compromise. So to me, that's pretty cold. And yeah, the ignoring, you're right, Debbie. John says, and I didn't know what that name meant at the time because it was my first kid and my wife was in the hospital. And they told me it was a beautiful name. You are welcome, Daniel, for the answer. So the first time I knew about Gabriel, my nickname is Gabrielle because I was Gabriella in my fifth grade play. I was the mother of all the angels. and I was we had Gabriel and I was Gabriella. So that was just a little play I was in. And then since I was the mother of all the school, it was like a musical thing, kind of like our music teacher did it. So I had the entire school calling me that. So yeah, my nickname's Gabrielle, not Gabriel though, but that's where I heard it too. And we were angels. So, oh, good point. Trash bag. There are safety rules to wearing trash bags. Yeah, don't have them if you got kids. They are don't wear over the face, don't wear too tightly, don't wear near fire, try to stay hydrated. Oh, yeah, because they can get pretty hot. And if you wear clear ones, wear a different color over or under them. That's right. Don't do the see-through. There was some red carpet fashion, wasn't it? Where they use like that might have been like that plastic kind of fabric stuff. But Courtney, I'd love to hear how things are going with you. Chaco is here. Nice to have you joining in. Hit that like button. And John says, dating stuff, it all depends on what. I took my wife to the beach. I got married in Medford, Oregon. Aw. But yeah, having that long of a relationship. And so how long was it bad though? Debbie says, if a narcissist ignores you, be glad and move along. Yeah, I mean that I'd be glad that you picked up on the signs. It still hurts. It still hurts, but at least now you know what their true colors are. And AC Frank, I just dropped. Oh, that's good. That's good. I hope you're feeling better. So, but yeah, I still think that it's painful. It is painful. You get past the hurt. Yeah, sometimes it can take years though. But yeah, you can get past it. And once you do, you're going to start to feel a lot lighter, a lot happier. You're going to have just this natural glow up. You're going to start repelling the negative and absorbing positive things. So, Trash says, sorry for the one track mind, but will I wear them? I'd have to design. I might do like a little fun skit, but no, I'm not going to wear it for clothes. I would do it for a little fun thing, but I don't know. I'll think about it. But no, I'm not going to wear it to work or anything like that. Hold on. Oh, sleep apnea. Megan says you learn from it for when there's another wicked person, you'll be able to see the red flags. Good point. Good point. And there are lessons in this, and that's why I feel that we should really try to learn from it. So, yeah, trash bag. I'll try to design something. It's going to be, I don't know, a little while before I do that, but that would be fun. Anyone in chat wearing them? So, comedy, good to have you. So, guys, it is 11:30, and I'm going to go ahead and log off, but I will be on tomorrow. I do have to focus on that host family home study coming up. So, yeah, this is going to be a busy weekend. I got to make sure everything's in order for that. Anybody else interested in hosting an exchange student from the country of your choice? Let me know. Share that with other people. It's a great opportunity to have somebody there with you. Some of us are lonely or empty nesting, and kind of make you feel alive again. You know how they have like sometimes bringing in a younger dog around an older dog can kind of kickstart them into feeling alive again. So, but topic requests are welcome. And Brian is back. Brian, you're so silly. You did subscribe for a while. I think you need to do that again. Just saying. But lots of love to you guys, and I will be logging in tomorrow. Tomorrow we should have a big announcement on what's going on with TikTok. So we will see what happens with that. So lots of love to you guys. I will see you again soon. And thank you so much to all my loyal viewers, and I'll see you again soon. Good night, guys.